Alright, ebi so mo bibia kwa ba famra 2K ni sem blosson. Ewo YouTube so say ebi so yaba ensem ahodo a ekoso ewo Ghana se ne beso me ahwefo. Enyina na de tie nyina nse. Se kwame A+. Obi a enkane na osu ugina kontokro. Wonko a onu bi ani asem. Ampa ugina honom. Ebe hu aso wo sha se de ho fore NDC 4 na yese. Ana yese me no ka say you know. Yes, to the extent say NDC for crowd the car or more WhatsApp platform ho. WhatsApp group or mateno or more de eye kwame A+ e ka ho. Say be information be on be share wo bia na nsabeti me akabi. Na say you know, I'm no ka say yes kwame A+ atwe no anase ye yi no e de na free sa platform ne so. NDC for yi no e de na free so a you say on kan wo bi. Na gidi say de nti na be ma sa de we esime pese be ko akwaje nsem nya nkyire mu e de abeba ba betina se ne de ho enkomo medin I'm gentle.
So imagine say ne joga te yire ba association president a nyansa ben na sabi e wo fie ho a wode bi ba oman ni mu joga te na yekunu no nyansa ben na wo joga te trimu a wode betete ne yire say me yire a wo association president ukọ akoka nyansa sem na Ghana fo ntie joga te na me kana asemi nyansa ben na wo ni trim the immediate past president of the Ghana Bar Association, no, ya we champion SK Boafoba. MPP ni mapa. Oni ninia no mo ye Bar Association executives. Kwa na executives ni mkohwe. MPP fo nko a. It is a Ghana Bar Association. I get so hurt. It's an MPP Bar Association. Because it's the legal wing, the legal wing of the MPP. Very lawless lawyers. They don't believe in law. All they believe in is at the end MPP for can ye ni so and o ma ye koliko and MPP for so e di omo aye koliko e di aka se mo fa ha no mo di akire and o ma ye se enyan a o mo anya ye friend se hwesuni ana se fulani a o kan mo so. So MPP is the Fulani and Bar Association no aye enyan emoa me and omunam and ye come so say ye be ka no and amonye
baby ye dream say o manya ye yero so ne ye kase mu aye dia ye last resort ye judiciary no
yes
na say judiciary ye partisan NPP wom NDC wom no mienu nya asem ne ye court na judge you ati asem isi o ya titi o say we ho nipa Satan tell me nya bi o.
Maka say bi message to mu nchine ne.
Okay.
Uhu NSN MPP. A lawyer. Onim mra. Onim judge.
Okay.
Omu nyina no he ukọ law school a ho. Den ti me man call law school ho no. Me yes me call law school ho. E na omo ka kire me say listo wo. Kwa the way na o kan wa adwen no. Omo be fail. Me so no nyame aye madom sabi adwen no e kapa minim se ye mfeli me minim se me pass minim se wo feli me kura na me challenge wo because minim dia metro na so no me ye se me nko Ghana Law School e ma me join Ghana Bar Association da some 10 years ago or even 15 years ago and I'm here say me nko because I don't want to be part of a moadom me nye se me wo ma adwene Nyankopon dia ma me na me ntimi express me ma adwen na wo adwen na da wutirimu na awe na ache no eno mu na me mfa ntumi wutirimu dia menye school a wo kwa yetimi busa say wo papa ye lawyer da wo papa ne hwan wo fie hwan na ye lawyer da we ye school school a say wo kwa we NDC ni a yetimi make sure say we mo mark it down. Etegi so yire hu sua dia APP ni no wabon eso oba ba ye lawyer ni hwe nana bi o ye lawyer we pegari ni ma ko ye lawyer hwe ye friend say akwai asefua wo dia hwe MPP lawyer for no na hwe arguments o mo ye wo wiase e wo TV so ni radio so sometimes it's I say, "Ba no ya lower no," and I say, "Yenfa intelligence nya hwibiem." It's about association. why na ye o party back. So let's bring them and showcase them to the world. Say yes, so you're a lawyer for, but or we are. Can you find anyone like Chachu in the NDC, in the MPP? Chachu or NDC ni ubetimi ehunesa so ewo MPP mu. Ubetimi aka tell me say hwe obi anka obetimi senko nimade anka obeben aye bibi te say Chachu no lawyer okude to no akokra no. Wanyini tie Chachu mpo. Waka asem obedwa mu aye atie. Na hwe ko social media hwe nkwala comments. Na hwe pani aye di natem. Asase anka wawie ko for sase no oye bugina to snow wiewia. What am I say? So you can say MPP lawyer near who say oye lawless lawyer.
Okay.
On family nya adwuma onimu mra onim judge.
Okay.
That's the difference. And until na 2 MPDC for say mo so mo kwete mo ba association. Na ba association no senka we mo kan kwase asem yi no na mo so mo di mo nyansa betu badwam na Ghana fo ahu say mo na mo ni nyansa.
Okay.
But some of monopolize it. The legal aspect of this country, say bar association akasa, they have not spoken anything law. But a son say bar association, you know, when it's reported, it's as if say the bar association, you know, and yansafo a woman in kwasiafo nyina ka asem baako. Ade na mo yansafo na mo womu no, mo ntemo ho me yehu sa mo no mo nka ho. Okay. They should begin to know say if your association is palpably misbehaving. It's about time I also know you have a dissenting voice. Who did you do? It's the NDC for no. Moya bar association members no. And then most of them statement in Metuja. Some more no money bar association in Yagi. Now more some no more cano. Mutu crony who's a momo ya lawyer for. No more dear Sebi or me a bad day for. Or more dear Juma. No my year. Not what go many more as next time no. So be a bar president. No account was someone. Not a public direction. Then you just give them some form of those are heal or else.
All right.
Last but not the least.
Okay.
Mami Tokonu. The way now we are in New Mano. I'm be able to yes, I'm yes, sir. Unim, Maka, Nano Mekai. MPP for Omo Corner. Omu said the way or my way chrono. I had there or motobeti. If you say, Omo Kukontokwa away, say Osiabeba. Nemuno adia a very pivotal. I was a Ghana for Adjunikoso. John Mahama on to me for Obi and Cotonsa when we are brand Panian Fan court. And I could for now, we are cron for now, only in Yanoma ball mine, chrono, a ball mine. And then I uncle for a ball mine, ministers ne or chrono, I abono. And yet there, the Diabeco court, Sabai San. And you know, young packet court, no. Near say ya party for party apparatus and Koguo. Near Chief Justice, I know dear. You're not friend, I case no a chip. It is here, yes, Cassa de Crown, say, you're the assembly quarter. On Benyan, Sobia Cassa assembly crampono. A woman say, well, we esca, now so the assembly back no, procedure crampono, procedurally, no, you are wrong. No more Bassam to a Bassana, a cotu to Doma near to Tuakanism. It won't mean for Bianco to Mebois. Eti Mahama so ba ye petition ya be. MPP phone him say kianeke ebuabo maame no because wa sha say atieska no. Na tell say wo gitum say wa bo man ne kro no. Wo di o man ni sika wasa wo sirem. E no wa gi atum say afa sika no betua. Na wonim eye ntatia ne kum suno. Wo suno no ne yonko sunku no. Ntatia ade kitikiti bi sei. Enti Babylon ne omo your friend is Jericho afesuo ya edwirigui aya ye nyom ene ye to petitioners no aye ye ho nyom a omo to na edwiri Jericho afesuo ni guo enti no san hu san PP4 ya sa ne oma na aya afiase a omo beko e na omo de maame ne kotena ho se maame ne make sure se omo awie sika ne nyina achie no eme yemfo obi ankotum enu nti na ahwe adubu ahia ono ne kronfo tutu bottom ni we ya ne ye ne kokotu no ono gina ho se o me di bem se o papa obobra ena ko di se ska ne ja wa enka wo kenye enye wawie ni ene krono awoboi alright enti no eya MPP4 esu ne omo ban no omo ya man boye fo kuo and o mehu se no nipa na o me de kwatena o mo anamu se sabi o ma semba obebo ato egu no John Mahama asate buttons broscoto mo eti se John Mahama broscoto ne dia na ne sabi abo no ye twa ne ti a dia kan nya ahoma nti enu ni aye se no obi a we sika bia no ne toate ne toatwi
okay
enti ebe kakra no ye do kokota tokonu ni ho e no aba beka oh my lord okay there be any here me kura me judge we fraud for aba there bi se bafo boni na wa betina adwam no odone man Ghana say 1 penny kura wi a obeko
okay
ne yire so na ehwe prison so enti se na ono ne yire hwe prison so a ono so ba bebu aten no eno ne MPP fa yam hihie no
okay me
the two can say bi papa we wo wa tokonu ene efa ne nkoye ye ntoso ho
okay
mambisa
me da se
e dey bi asa the friend mambisa o si uto 1 2 esiusi ukonso so a mambisa ya aduani bi ani kuro nti sa ne ye ma tokonu ntimi ma ye mambisa
okay
ti do mama hweso na ye wadwuma Ghana fo nyina tawachi
me da se ye ko your second topic no pass o meje to ni nyina innocent your time no pass aka be 15 minutes anti ye be boy ye homoden confession to I say adane maybe you can't to the confession to thank you to as no lose lesson arrogance of power chrono ni economic crisis ni ade yaka o mantie no mde opposition tie no e confession na wo de adubu ahede no say allegation ba kwa asa be ka ho ne say omo Ghana Signal Bureau no internet service ana omo de ma Ghana Water Company Limited no instead na obema sika na ko aban account mu no or the personal account and na gi sika ne free Ghana Water for
yeah, so I think the other clearly shows because Akufo-Addo was running the criminal enterprise. Ono nya mamu bi no bebu ye. Oba say boys medidi na boys. Your father be generational wealth.
Okay.
It takes one fool to steal. Now set up the entire family. Obia onyo pa onya adwuma da. That is what they believe in those things. So omo nam stage is you binum papa by some leaders in this country some years ago. Omo ma didi ho a besine ama ebinum ehon susan so no kwasa the be president so you should understand the mindset. One person will steal for a generation and they get away with it. Confession to my can't say unhunyansa bi ewom. And you see the mistakes are MPP than in opposition, you know, explains why they failed as a political party. Sometimes basic rational decisions that a party, a government, leaders are supposed to make. These are basic. I said, see school you know, say 1 + 1 2 me faha me pia. They were getting those things wrong. But because they were full of themselves, because they were so arrogant, they felt so they were on top of the moon, so untouchable, very intelligent than Ubia. But then for instance, a political party are going to election. In the history of the country, Ubia no are going to election and suffer such a humiliating defeat ever in the history of this country. You pack your bag and you go to the grounds and say, "May thank you to thank you for that." It's not as if said the defeat was even marginal. What lose you to the stand in the history of this country, a bin see that say a political party under this Fourth Republic will suffer such a. When you pack your bag and say, "Me go thank you to," I was thinking they will go for something like a reconciliatory tour, where you go and amend the crack on the basis. Then corner, I must see at the time candidates not see the omochi. I will be on a faction on the ground, knowing this, you know. I dream more say I do we camera near because in some amount for back you cannot predict, especially when a man for no mudia chile or be at a man or mudia chile. And a camera dear video. Unfortunately, you saw the banter between Abronya and Mr. These are two people who have been running verbal diarrhea. Omubio Monua, the Baba and the Musa. You saw the embarrassment that went on. Banter, wait, and people were seeing this thing. There's a political party that is saying, "Yeah, losing election. We are going to the base to build the party up." It ended. Say, "Yeah, wo bisi kaya kanya menkwanke yikuno." And you see, this is the culture our party. No, don't forget the answer na Akufo-Addo be the president. Party office. Okay. Yeah, wa branch be sekan kunu in the similar fashion. Pinche party office way boys and they want sekan ye kuno. So I did the violence. Abaye a signature and characterize the current MPP that we see. That is why the last time I was telling you say, oh her party no and intellectualism has been sacrificed for idiocy. Nipa na omunim say oh nipa we na near free nim de woni tie de omo bomba boaye no look at Akufo-Addo government boache ajakon alancha manten hwan these people were deemed enemy of the political party and quote unquote very idiots. Omo kasa we no, they were the very people who had power and chance to rise to political prominence. So I know they no call major. If there's a stronghold of the MPP, you saw people who were leading the political party. Obiena no kasa say obi say ofri wura mu ba ncheye. Kasa boom. But this is the time a government ewo power. A man for ho chiro mo a you expect reasonable minds to identify themselves with the pain, the suffering the masses were going through and speak in the language people find solace in the voice. But these people, Chama went to me at some point in time, but no, you go to me to Galam say you go to Baku, go to which person on his senses, right senses will do that. At the time, the country was going through economic downturn. The president at the time could not even call him to order because the party became so lawless to the extent said, Adia, your friend is saying, Nyansa, yet basic things. Yeah. Now and that arrogance of power and that arrogance of taking over the stage. So yeah, for me, what is happening is not different from what we saw. What we saw was like a movie. I shared season 1, season 2. Yes, I say no. I'm going part 3, part 4 on our position. Okay. And Takwana Shas it's not going to end because so we take Japan somehow no su tugumuna. Emotionally, you go say this is a guy on sign. The Otia not here. Say what time nyame. Say the Otia not here. Because how can you go to a party function and say and yet democracy and here for crowd me 50% they here for. And you know him for na baby do almost. And what they don't get in say in a democracy, it's not about when you sika kwatena nwura mabina kodu sika. Simple. In a democracy, it's not about money. Africa na ya monetizing the entire political space. So any idiot at all, obenya ninsa on sika things say I can be president. Hey, being president is never about money. It's never about wealth. It's about being intellectually full. You have vision. You know what you're doing. I didn't you have at all. Yes. Na nipa. I walk out to me say Nyansa ni asem no kan say me president and because mo nyasika. Who says sika na the president? Kwame Nkrumah ba Ghana no nya billionaire o. All ko no nya billionaire. Adwen na net time team and no the leader of mine no. It is not about money. So this foolish notion people are creating out there say ma bo me bra wie. Na me say obi a wa bo ne bra wie when the sika no. Don't even come close of a president. Do you know why? Because that person has nothing to lose in case things go wrong. God has nothing to lose. Sure. We want somebody or mind to go wronger. His something is at stake or non so it will affect him. We need somebody who will take responsibility. What happens? So stop preaching this nonsense of what? And I make us say the poorest person in Accra and Odidi. Ebi akodi 3 times. The whole Ghana ebi ordinary here no, but every day odidi. Kwa baby oti a osere. That person care about millions in Ubugati uchi. Uchi Ubugati uchi no fie. We must begin to respect people. Na you say governor